Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be doing an MMA news reaction to Michael Chandler versus Tony Ferguson is now official, and another fight that is official now, and that is Rob Font versus Marlon Vera is also now official. I'm going to give my thoughts on both of these fights, starting with first, before we start, I know this got announced yesterday, but I couldn't film it yesterday because I was about to go to bed. I was legit about to go to bed. I was filming the Thiago Santos versus Magomed Ankalaev prediction video, which you can go check out. I was legit about to go to bed till I saw this news, but I just I couldn't do it. It was awesome news. I looked at it for a bit, but I just couldn't record, so I'm doing it now. Next day later. Michael Chandler, Tony Ferguson, and Rob Font versus Marlon Vera. Let's start with the big one though. Tony Ferguson versus Michael Chandler is now official on UFC 270. Way back then. What the hell? UFC 274 pay-per-view card. Oliveira versus Gaethje. Looking like a pretty stacked card. Not really though. I think they need to add a couple of title fights, but this is a great fight. Michael Chandler, Tony Ferguson, finally official, and I really love this matchup. We've seen Michael Chandler lose to Gaethje, but in a war fight against Oliveira. We've seen Chandler's always exciting. I think he's one of the most exciting UFC fighters there is. And yeah, Ferguson, lot of stuff that happened lately. Lost to Dariush, lost to Oliveira, lost to Gaethje, and he seems to be going downhill at this point in his career. And yeah, which is sad. And I hate his management. His management doesn't care about him. They don't care about him. Ferguson, I'm gonna go Michael Chandler here over Tony Ferguson. I think he'll get brutal first round KO, which is sad to say. But at this point, man, listen up. Ferguson, if this is not 5 rounds, this is apparently 3 rounders, bro. This is a 3 rounder. Like, why is this 3 rounds, man? This should be a 5 rounder. Dude, they didn't even make... Dude, this makes no sense to me. Michael Chandler, Tony Ferguson. Come on, man. Like, they made this a freaking... Like, they made this fight a 3 rounder. Dude, this should be the featured fight. This should be opening up the main card, I think, of a 5 rounder. Maybe, or a feature, or this should be opening up the main card of UFC 274. This should be opening up the main card, or putting it as a featured fight. I don't understand this. They hate Tony Ferguson. His only chance really to win here is a 5 rounder. But this is just sad to me. Like, why aren't they doing, like, what are they trying to do? It makes no sense to me. But yeah. This just makes no sense to me whatsoever. But yeah, I do believe Michael Chandler wins this fight. I think he gets a brutal first round KO. Chandler staying pretty active, 35 years old, doesn't have much time left. Yeah, he's staying really active. Lost to Justin Gaethje in his last fight in a war fight. As you know, it was one of the best fights of the year. Great fight against Oliveira. We've seen Chandler always bring it to the fans. Always is such a fun fight. His Dan Hooker fight was a little bit patient, but that was his debut and that. But ever since then, he's been so much better. He's been so fun to watch. And yeah, Of course, he had the Bellator fights and the Dan Hooker win as well. I'm gonna go Michael Chandler, man. I think he's done better. We've seen proof that he's done better. Like Tony Ferguson, we don't really see it anymore because now he's kind of like losing it now. His last one was Donald Cerrone. Before that, Anthony Pettis. Before that, Kevin Lee. But this is probably the most inactive he's been. By then, when the fight comes, it's gonna be like over a year off for Tony Ferguson. And yeah, it's sad, but he got held down for 3 rounds by Beneil Dariush. He lost to Charles Oliveira. Almost got his arm broken, I think, at the end of round 1, I think. But Gaethje fight, that's just a career changer. Like, got beat out. The T levels out of him. Boom, boom. Big shots from Gaethje. Gaethje dominated him. But, yeah, I'm going to go Michael Chandler. We've seen that he does better against guys that Ferguson fought. Ferguson Gaethje was, you know what? It was actually competitive early on, but Gaethje eventually got to him. It wasn't close. I think Gaethje clearly won the rounds. Easy. Like, not easy, but, like, I think Gaethje won, like to the 5th round, I thought it was, like, 3-1. I thought it was 3-1 Gaethje going to the 5th round, because I thought where Ferguson dropped the uppercut stole the round. But, yeah, we've seen Gaethje. Chandler did better against Gaethje than Ferguson did. You know, Chandler rocks Gaethje. Chandler, I'm not just picking him to KO Ferguson because Ferguson's done. We've seen him rock people. Like, he almost finished Oliveira. And to this day, Chandler was just a little bit dumb. Like, he was a little bit dumb. He actually, right now, he could be fighting, right now, Michael Chandler. He could have fought Poirier in December, and right now in May could have fought Gaethje. He fought with Gaethje regardless, but I understand, but it makes no sense, right? He could have right now became the champion. It probably would have been Poirier. I think Poirier probably would have stopped him, but you know what I mean. But yeah, he did better. He did better against Gaethje and Oliveira than Ferguson has. And who would win against Ferguson and Hooker at this point? I don't really know, but probably Hooker at this point, right? I don't even know. Probably holding him down for 3 rounds. But yeah, I'm gonna go with. I'm definitely gonna be going with Michael Chandler here. 5 rounds, man. Make this 5 rounds. The fight is still. It's not like it's fight week or anything. They can still change this to 5 rounds. But yeah, this card is a pretty decent card though. UFC 274 taking place in Jacksonville, Florida, or not Jacksonville, Florida. Phoenix, Arizona. That's where it is. That's pretty interesting. It should have been in Brazil, Oliveira's hometown, but instead it's in Gaethje's hometown, which just makes no sense. But good card so far. They have Cerrone loads on the main card. I don't really like that, but whatever. OSP Shogun shouldn't be on the main card either. It should be maybe headlining the prelims. Ferguson Chandler should be like the featured fight. I think they need a couple of title fights just to like put it on. And I think the prelims are pretty decent. Yeah, it's pretty decent prelims. Chaos Williams, Randy Brown, Trinaldo versus Roberts. Like, it's pretty decent of a Johnson, Patrick, Royval, Schnell, Newson, Garcia, Rodriguez, Vergara, Ivanov, Rogerio de Lima. It's a pretty decent card, you know. It has Godinez, Carlosi, Chasson, Dumont. But yeah, I'd like a title fight like Davison Figueiredo versus Brandon Moreno 4, or add like Rose Namajunas. Oh yeah, do that. Rose Namajunas versus Carlos Barza 2. Maybe that's ideal. I'm gonna go Michael Chandler though. Make this 5 rounds, please. I beg of you. Moving on to what's the other fight alert, which is where is it? Oh, Rob Font versus Marlon Vera is now the main event headline, set to headline April 30th. Great main event to have. Great fight on there. I think they really needed a main event for this card. They really did need a main event. The card's not really that great in general. But yeah, they really needed a main event. This is not the fight I would have made. I'm gonna give that to you. This is not the fight I would have made. I definitely would have made Corey Sandhagen versus Marlon Vera, but I guess Sandhagen needs a bit more time off from that Piotr Yan fight. So I guess this leaves to Merab Dvalishvili versus Corey Sandhagen, I guess. But this screws O'Malley up a bit, because I really wanted to see O'Malley versus Font. But I guess they're going to do O'Malley versus... I know he just recently called out Munoz, but Munoz can't fight because he's injured, so... He's going to have to... O'Malley's going to have to wait for something. I guess call it Moraes if he somehow wins against Yadong. I don't know. Or call it Yadong. That'd be a pretty decent matchup. He could win against Yadong, actually. But yeah. Marlon Vera, great matchup. I do believe Marlon Vera will win this fight. I just think Rob Font, getting older in his career, 34 years old, just lost to Jose Aldo. And he didn't just lose to Jose Aldo. He didn't show a great chin against Aldo. And he got rocked really easily and kind of, gave position. Every time he got rocked, he was like, no, get me, you got me, done. Every time, I rewatched that fight, a month ago. I rewatched that fight. Every time Jose Aldo rocked him, he was Fabrant. Oh my god, I'm getting O'Malley in here. I call him Fabrant. Oh my goodness. Rob Font. Every time he kind of oh my god, I can't believe I call him Fabrant. Why did O'Malley even call him that? I don't even know. But every time he got rocked by Aldo, you can see oh, you got me, you rocked me, it's fine, you can just finish me off. Font stayed in there though, but I don't know. I think he was looking decent against Aldo early, but just every time he got rocked, it was kind of the beginning of the end, and that's how he lost. Did beat Cody Garbrandt, but how really good of a win is Garbrandt and Moraes at this point? Ricky Simone's a good win, I'll give you that. And Pettis, that's also a really good win. Those wins are really good, but Moraes and Garbrandt, not really, they're both the same. Garbrandt just got KO'd 3 months ago, back in December against Kai Kara France. I just don't see this going well for him here. 5 rounds. I don't get Rob Font's management, man. He's good in 5 rounds, but he doesn't have the chin. I think Vera, every time, I think this is such a great matchup for Vera here. Because, Vera's good everywhere except for the grappling. We saw Edgar could take him down early. Unfortunately, Vera got into him, got front kick KO. Good win there. Davey Grant, he eventually got. You always see he loses the first round. And I can actually see maybe a 3rd or 4th round TKO win for Marlon Vera. I think, dude, why do I keep calling him that? I think Rob Font, I keep calling him that. Fabrant. I think Rob Font is gonna look good early. I think eventually he's gonna break, and I think Vera has everything except for the grappling. I think Rob Font doesn't really have the grappling. He looked good with the scrambles against Garbrandt, but how really good is Garbrandt at this point, man? Garbrandt would get absolutely embarrassed by Marlon Vera. So yeah, I'm gonna go Marlon Vera here. Check out this card too. I'm going to Marlon Vera by 3rd or 4th round TKO. He hits a chin. I think he has a way better chin than Font. And yeah. But this card needs help. Because this card is really bad. They have Shevchenko Casey as a co-main event so far. Mearshart Jocko is a good fight. But come on. It's good fights in this card. They have Jared Gordon versus Rafael Alves. And Jake Collier versus Justin Taffa. Which is a good fight. But come on, man. I don't know. I'm going to go with... this is not a really great card. you know. But yeah, I'm gonna definitely go with. I'm gonna go with. I don't know. What am I gonna? I'm gonna go Marlon Vera. But yeah, they really need to help this card. Really great co-main. Just this like for this. But yeah, like they should take. You know what I think they should do? This is a hot take. They're probably not going to do this. Take Lemos Andrade off that card and put it as a co-main for Vera. That's what I'd do. But I don't know if they're going to do that. Lemos Andrade, that's such a bad card. That needs help so much. That actually needs so much help. They have Venata. Yeah, that really needs so much help. But yeah. Great matchups. Ferguson Chandler fought Vera. Really looking forward to it. I'm going for Michael Chandler first round KO, Marlon Vera third or fourth round TKO. But yeah, great matchups. And yeah. And also Vera, before we go, Marlon Vera looked pretty decent against Jose Aldo. Yeah, three rounder Aldo. Just keep that in mind. Oh yeah, I'm gonna go Marlon Vera. Like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. This is MMA news reaction of this, and yeah, peace out, guys. Woo! Peace.